What's good, family? I hope everyone is feeling good and doing well out here in this Truman Show society. Welcome to the Truth Report. I was in the grocery store this morning, grabbing a few items, just minding my business, doing me as usual. And even though I don't gravitate towards people, places, and things, I still consider myself to be a good person. I may not be a nice person, but I'm definitely a good person. I don't leave my house mad and angry at anyone. Every day I prep myself so that my mind, my soul, my spirit is always on point. Every day I put my best foot forward. And I know I was having a great start to my day because I was actually whistling while I was shopping. You know, you have to be in a very good mood, in a very solid state of mind to be whistling while you're shopping, right? But, I was just in my own little world until it was time to check out. Behind the register, I quickly noticed that I was about to encounter a imposter demon parasite. Family, there are two different types of vibrations inside people. You have the low vibration versus the high vibration. As soon as the clerk seen me pushing my cart into her empty lane, you can see the disgust in her big face. I instantly noticed that she had an attitude. Now, if someone was to ask me if I gave a damn about her being upset or frustrated, my answer would be no. So as I start to put my items on the counter, I notice that she's looking at other clerks' aisles with this big ugly face of confusion. So I asked the ugly lady, "Is everything okay?" She responds, "Oh, I was just seeing if there were a lot of people in those other aisles." Basically trying to tell me you could have went to one of those other aisles. So I responded because I had already walked past those other two aisles in the first place because I didn't want to go to her. Because I've been going to this grocery store for a while. And she always just had nasty energy. She never took it out on me, but I always noticed that she just wasn't having a good day anytime I ever went in there. Because I speak sometime. If I'm in a grocery store and you're ringing up my food, I might say, "How you doing today?" Stuff like that. I really don't talk to people either, but I at least say that. So I responded and said, "Yes, both of those clerks have people in their aisles, and they both of the people that's in the aisles have a lot of groceries. And I seen that your lane, once again, was empty. So I decided to check out here." Now, family, it really don't matter what aisle anyone choose to go to in a grocery store because the clerks are cashiers. That is what they're hired to do. They're hired to check you out. She just didn't want to check me out because she's a demon. And demons don't like gods. So after I said that, what I said, in a response to her looking at the other clerks, I got no response back from her. Then she proceeds to start ringing up my groceries once again with this demonic passion of anger and attitude. Now, she's grabbing my groceries with force across the counter, like just snatching my foods, right? Weird, right? She's grabbing my food with force across the counter, and she ended up ripping one of my bags that has some avocados in it. And I'm just standing there looking at this imposter demon, Parasite, behave like a child, while also making sure that I don't allow this angry person to trigger me. Because once again, when a demon sees that you have no fear, the second thing they will try to do is to get you upset and try to trigger you, because they want you frustrated and at a low vibration like them. They purposely will try to they see you having a good day, and they will try to take your high vibration and bring it down to where they at. Side note, in 2026, moving forward, you can't be big, and I'm talking huge. You can't be unattractive, and I'm talking ugly, and still have a bad attitude towards people at the same time. That is 3 messed up things about you. You have to pick one struggle. You get one. You can't have a ugly hat, ugly shoes, and an ugly face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to pick one struggle, because that image don't look good. So when I went and got another bag, for my avocados. But on the way back to the register, I seen this sister. She's one of the managers in the grocery store. So I told her that they have a disgruntled employee, and that the cashier clerk was mishandling my food items and also seemed to be unhappy and annoyed by my presence. So the manager came over and she asked the demonic imposter Parasite if everything was okay. And the lady responded by shaking her head, just like shaking her head, no verbal response. Family, the lady was getting ready to crash out, and both me and the manager could see it. So the manager ended up helping me bag the rest of my food, because the cashier was still, ringing up my food with an attitude. Most of it was done by the time I came back, though, from getting the bag. And once she rung up all the rest of my food, the manager told her, hey, just take a break for a few minutes and I'll help the rest of the customers behind me. And it's kind of weird that no customers was behind me when I first got in the aisle. But by the time I came back from getting my bag, it was like 3 or 4 people behind me. Things like that always be weird to me. But anyhow, people often speak to you without saying a word, just by reading each other's minds, reciprocating energy. Basically, what I'm saying is the manager already knew I wasn't the problem. This particular situation probably already happened before with her and other customers. I wouldn't doubt it, at least. After the cashier finished up ringing up my food before she was sent off to go calm down from her temper tantrum, she tried to communicate with me like, hey, and make sure you have a nice day. But she still was saying it with attitude. But it didn't matter. I didn't respond. And I won't be speaking to her ever again whenever I'm in that grocery store, just moving forward. I don't play those type of games. You had a bad day, I had a bad life. So I don't tolerate people who think they can talk to you and treat you any type of way because they're having a bad day. But before I left the store, I did walk up to the manager and told her in so many words that I appreciate her having a high vibration and may God bless you. She smiled and said, wow, because they must was having a tough day. It was in the morning though, but her energy was just right. The manager I'm talking about. And she said, well, same to you, sir. You have a great day and Happy New Year's. She handled the situation very well. I wasn't angry or nothing. I communicated very calmly when I went up to her and told her about the situation. So I didn't get out of character. The manager didn't seem like she was acting fake or anything. She seemed to be very genuine. But see, when I was communicating with the store manager, that was a high vibration versus high vibration conversation. But when I was communicating with the store cashier, it was a low vibration versus a high vibration. So I want to let you guys know, just in case you're not aware of what low vibration and high vibrations are. 12 terms for low vibrations inside people: anxiety, sadness, guilt, shame, fear, and anger. 6 more terms for low vibrations in people: greed, hatred, self-sabotage, argumentative, worry, complaining. We also got 12 terms for high vibrations in people: gratitude, love, joy, peace, compassion, understanding, playful, highly intuitive, present in the moment, patient, forgiving, and positive. By the way, this video is more about you who's listening compared to me calling someone out. I'm not secure in all 12 terms of high vibrations, but I'm secure in at least 10 of them. I'm still working on forgiveness. I'm still working on things like unhealed grief. You know, we're all a work in progress. We all got things we can work on, but it's up to you. Nobody else can fix you. For you to rather be on the low side or the high side is up to you. So at the end of the day has the end. And it should end with you keeping your intuition and discernment on high alert. Because people are getting more crazy as time passes. And things are going to get, I don't want to say things are going to get worse, even though they probably are. But what I will say is things are going to be very challenging this year. So keep following the Most High's commandments and staying connected to high vibrations. I hope you guys got something intangible from this video. Y'all have a great day. Stay conscious. The Truth Report has adjourned.